Hi, everybody. It's a great day to welcome you to the new Bonded. Bonded is rebranded, and I'd love to take you through it on this quick tour of our prototype. Bonded is the world's first relationship passport, and there are two experiences we can show you today. The first one is the onboarding experience, which is the longest time you'd ever use Bonded. You might take up to 5 minutes to fill everything out. After that, you never need to use it again. You might want to export something from it, but if you do want to get in there and use it, we'll go through the app experience as well. Let's start with the first pages of Bonded, the passport, and every action that is happening between the two of you becomes a stamp in your passport. All of the data in Bonded is always yours, it's never ours. We can't even be compelled to release it, we never have it. Let's get started. It's all for you. You put in your name, you decide what name you want to use, you enter your email, you verify your email, and then you create a password. All fairly standard stuff. We need to verify your identity. There's a foundational KYC moment. This is it. Start verification. We go out to whichever partner we're using, whichever part of the world, and your identity comes back verified after you've done that KYC. You move on to invite your partner, and they get an email, and they accept the email. You're now bonded. You then need to complete your passport, all the information that you might want to rely on in the future for your immigration journey. And you can, by the way, skip at any time. That means nothing in here is mandatory. Everything is up to you. We'll get started, and we can say that we might want to upload a photo. And so you can upload a photo, and then you save that. And you might want to add your nationality. We said that you're Indian from the KYC. You may want to add also, say, Irish. Many people have two passports. You save that. And you have your nationalities, your residencies too. You might be living in more than one place. And if you are, you might want to add that and record that for, let's say, tax residency purposes or something like that. You move forward, and then you get to upload the crucial files that you definitely want to make sure are uploaded and they are yours and they're clean. Probably a marriage certificate is going to definitely be one of them. So you'll upload a file and you'll say what it is, and you'll show the date that it was issued, which is down there. There we go. Then your files are uploaded, and if it's a legal document, it won't appear in your timelines or your story, but it will be exportable from your home screen. We'll say that a marriage certificate rather is a legal document. And we check all the details and we save and continue. Your partner now sees these details and they have to agree to them. Everything is mutually agreed. If it's not mutual, it doesn't happen. That's the essence of true relationship there. Your information is now confirmed, and now you get to decide what you'll collect. And that is only you. We enable direct messaging. We use OpenChat as default, but we have others that you can access as well. And then the emails that you might want to collect between the two of you, let's say those two, if anybody still uses Yahoo, who knows. Social media is also possible. It's not in MVP1, but it's coming. And you can move forward with that. And we can also record the existence of video calls and length of them, but not what's in them. Calendars, we can integrate calendars as well. Let's say use Apple there. And you may or may not want to share all of your photo library, which will look for images of you and your bonded partner. We do also have the geolocation function. There you're in there. Now, the next point is to ask the phone to go back and find everything that might be relevant. You choose a time frame, and then you can ask for default filtering. Go back and find every piece of evidence in your relationship. You work out your integrations, you save, you continue. Your partner agrees, your integrations are confirmed, and now you set up your subscription. It's paid monthly or annually. The price is dynamic depending on the country. And you can pay first, because this is a progressive web app, by Stripe, PayPal, or USDC or CKUSDC on ICP. Let's say that we do Stripe. We wait for our partner. They also have to start their subscription. Two people need to pay. And the relationship passport is ready. That's great. Now you've got everything you need, and you can finish, and we can go into the day-to-day usage of it. That's the dashboard. And first of all, let's start up there. There's your profile as gathered. You'll notice that some things are highlighted. Our app warns you in advance documentation you're going to need and tells you how long you've got to get it. You can also look at your partner's profile, and that's all fairly standard. Back to the dashboard. Let's say now that we want to see all of the direct messages that have been collected. Well, first of all, you can choose a time frame to look at that, and you'll see there was a Facebook message between you, there was a WhatsApp message between you, etc., etc., etc. And if you want to go into one of those, you can see the message. You'll see, first of all, what it is, when it happened, where it's geolocated if you chose that, what channel if you chose that, who was involved, that it's passed our AI fraud detection checks, which are both vertical and longitudinal, and also where you might go and see that on ICP to check that it really happened and it was stamped at that time. You can go back, and this is the same thing with everything. There are your photos. You can go to your photos, and it's the same type of thing again. That's all of those, and then there's the recent evidence. You just simply have a look at the most recent evidence that you might need to pull up quickly. There we go. I'll go back there. There's also here a manual upload if you want to put something that your preferences have not accepted, or if there's something new that you want to add that isn't in your phone, you can do that there. And the verification check will be to go and check on chain that everything is there. Over here is your scrollable story. And you'll see, let's take August the 20th. There were 2 messages between you, and there are 6 documents, 10 photographs, and 4 emails. You can go into the images, and there you are, back to that level of detail. So that's, and of course that's searchable, and it's sort of scroll. The next thing that's really important and really great for us is our integration with OpenChat, which is native on ICP. And this is a direct bilateral chat. It's just between you and your partner. Nobody else can see it. It's decentralized, encrypted. Yes, you can send Bitcoin and what have you, as OpenChat can, and many people are interested in that. But it is the place where you are able to talk completely privately, and you are able to decide what of these conversations you're interested in saving and attesting. Over here, there's a typical sort of notifications screen, notifications and approvals. You can edit those. And just before I go to this last button on the right, I'll go up to the settings menu where you'll see your integrations, and you can always go and change what they might be. Policies, well, all of that is there. There's plenty of legalese that we need to take care of, FAQs, and there's a logout as well. Now, if you do want to log out, that's fine, but there's also a way to finish with Bonded. We'll come to that in the bottom right, which we'll go to here, which is the exportation. There's 4 ways to export, 3 of them here. You can see the story maker. This is to create quick curated snapshots, of your data. Perfect for border checks, case officer updates, or interim reports. You decide what you want us to say in your story, and you have that evidence available to you. There's a one-time payment. Of course, you go through to the payment. And now you might not want to export the data that is relational, but only your own data, in which case you just press that and you choose the time that you want to export, and you generate, and we build your story and you can view it. That's one way of doing things. You can also go to the application maker, and this is, of course, a big thing when you're applying for your visas, residencies, citizenships. And that's building out an exact application in exactly the format that's required. We give you tips about how and when to do that. You'd get to choose the country and the visa type, and Bonded matches your data. The benefits of ICP, Motoko can do this without MCP. Once, in this case, if you're in the United States and you pay and start, you start and you say, I'd like to export the data of my entire relationship. The reason is I'm selecting a visa in the USA, and I'm selecting this visa, and I know that this is pro forma, but you're going to have a number of forms that you're going to need to generate. You generate the application guide, it builds the application, and then you can view everything, and that is available as a PDF, but also on the website. And then if you come back here, we can also look at custom export, which is basically deciding exactly what you want, no particular way of looking at that, just saying maybe you want everything from the direct messages, you want everything from the calendar, and then you press export. And you can have that as a PDF, which you can download or send to email, or an email itself. Equally, you might want to export all data, and the reason is that you are leaving, and that's okay. You can leave and you can take everything with you. Your relationship passport goes to your device, no longer update, but you will be able to access it. There's a payment there. Equally, we send out from ICP to Arweave a full relationship password with all of the decentralized tamper-proof cryptography around it, and that is a way to basically a one-time payment permanently store the state of when you left beyond your device. You can start and pay with that. Now we can export the relationship data. We export. Your partner will need to confirm. If they don't confirm, it can't happen. It involves them after all. And then you can download or what have you. Many things to do there. We go back to log out. You can log out. We'll say yes, log out, and you come back to the main screen. Here you can start again, and then you go, and we're back. We think pretty revolutionary, and this is the future. Proof of human relationship, verified by a blockchain, enabled by Web3 principles. It is AI on-chain and on-device, and it is also simply something in your pocket that is going to make a huge difference. Last point, No, it doesn't need any government integration. The government need all this information anyway. They'll simply be getting it better, faster, and easier to assess. I'd love to talk to you more. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks again, and see you soon.